we're playing 30-something because Michael in 30-something, an actor by the name of Ken Olin. Anyway, he was also in Hill Street Blues. But 30-something, we did Hill Street Blues a couple of days ago. I felt like, let's just do 30-something then. Anyway, he was born in 1954. He's 66 years old today.
Well, anytime you get to play 30-something, we get to say the word panpipe.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, the nice thing about that is it brings back pleasant memories of Grandma Walker.
Yes.
She ordered Zamfir's greatest hits.
Oh, boy.
And it was all the flute thing.
Oh, boy.
Whatever that is. And then she also had Slim Whitman's golden hits.
Well, you can't go wrong with Slim Whitman. At least you get rid of the Martians.
How you doing, Andrew?
I'm doing good.
Good?
Yeah.
Everything good in your world?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Good deal. Good. I noticed Michelle's back this morning.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, I asked her if she missed us, and she really did. She said, yeah, she would have loved to have been in yesterday, but those babysitting responsibilities were a priority.
Well, she's influencing the future, and that's what we like. She's making sure these kids get a right path.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a full squad this morning. We're looking forward to a full day. We also have our statistics, stats, and coffee. I did lengthen your theme song for the sports.
Oh, okay.
Because you ran out a little bit early yesterday, so
Yeah,
I made it longer.
I was enjoying listening to that one.
And then I came up with a theme song for stats and coffee.
All right.
And then what else was it that was added to it? Oh, a couple of other things, just to, as they say in the business, a few tidbits.
Is the Stats and Coffee theme, is it Juan Valdez singing?
No,
Okay.
you know, that kind of, I went with more of like the information sound. You want to hear it? I can throw you a little bit of it. Okay, here we go. Get it, stats and coffee. You know,
See, I was hoping that either is Juan Valdez singing on the back of his mule while picking coffee, or you got that hipster sound from all the hipsters sitting around drinking their coffee.
You know, that is interesting. I wonder if we could find that Latin sound or it's more Colombian.
Colombia,
well, it's still Latin, of course, but man, that's interesting. I have to think about that.
Yeah, I saw a picture. I'm not going to talk about coffee all day long, but I saw a picture one day of a family that's their job is picking coffee, and I think it was Sonia. She said, "Do you feel bad at all that that's all those people do to help you out?" Like, no, that's their job. That's fine.
No, that's what they're supposed to do. Yeah, but wouldn't it be a little hard to work in the coffee fields when you have all that other optional stuff that makes a whole lot more money?
Yeah, but that'll get you in trouble.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing as to what the volume of the Colombian stuff is. You know, you watch any of those documentaries or any of that stuff. I love those stories on Pablo Escobar.
Oh, yes.
And how he pretty much, but he was a nice guy to all his family.
Yeah, he was a super dude.
Yeah,
he gave a lot of gifts and stuff.
Yeah, lots of charity work. All right, what else do we have? Oh, sometime this morning, we're going to do a bit called Kids That or I should say Sounds That Your Kids Have Probably Never Heard.
I'm sure there's some there out there.
So we'll have Michelle give us a hand with this. We'll find out if she's heard some of these sounds. So this will be cool.
Excellent.
All right, looking forward to it. We have weather coming up here in just a little bit. And right now, let's take a break. We've got Michelle's Big Country East, FCA Scripture of the Day, and then also a Highsmith weather. Stick around.
Here's a website you need to remember, StanleyFordEastland.com. At Stanley Ford in Eastland, we are making it easy for you to choose the car that's perfect for you. Go to StanleyFordEastland.com, where we have over 600 used cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, plus our phenomenal selection of new Ford vehicles. Visit our website at StanleyFordEastland.com, or you can come see us at 1308 East Main Street in Eastland, Texas. Stanley Ford, your car dealer for the cross country. We love you, Texas.
Ken's Equipment and Custom Hose brings the best customer service and rental equipment to Graham, Texas and the Lake Country area. We offer a broad range of new equipment for sale. We also build custom hydraulic hoses, sell used equipment, parts, and of course rental accessories, merchandise, and supplies. Come by and see us the next time you have a project or job. With over 30 years experience, we can recommend the right equipment to get your job done. We're located at 1109 Highway 380 Bypass in Graham. Or give us a call at 940-580-1181.
How many of you listening today have a story to tell about hitting a deer or a hog on the road? It's a frightening experience, and this time of year you have to be especially careful. Thank God if the only thing damaged is your vehicle. If that happens, don't worry. Graham Auto Rebuilders are experts about getting you back on the road fast. Graham Auto Rebuilders, located at 1305 380 Bypass in Graham. Call 940-456-0477. Graham Auto Rebuilders, looking like it never happened.
Oh, I'd like to go back to that old country church.
The Old Country Church, preaching the always fresh gospel. This is Pastor Scott Townley inviting you to visit Faith Baptist Church. We're located at 1700 Highway 380, just west of Dairy Queen. Sunday schools at 10 o'clock, morning worship at 11. We have an afternoon service at 2. On Wednesday evening, we meet at 6:30 in the fellowship hall to share a meal, followed by a challenge from God's Word. And we would love having a visit from you.
Everybody, this is Pat down at the Tattered Pearl. We have the hot summer fashion you're looking for in Graham, Texas. We have our USA tees all summer long, and we're supporting the lake tanks. Come on in and find your best selection. We offer the brightly colored crossbodies, and also let's not forget the masks. We have children's, adult women's, and adult men's masks. We are also offering this summer bridal baskets, so if you know that special someone that's getting married, come on in. We'll put something special together. Only down here at the Tattered Pearl. See you down at the station at 338 4th Street.
Hi, this is Michelle Graham with your FCA Scripture of the Day. Acts 3:19-20. Now repent of your sins and turn to God, so that your sins may be wiped away. Then times of refreshment will come from the presence of the Lord, and He will again send you Jesus, your appointed Messiah. Father God, we repent of all of our sins. Thank you for your forgiveness. In Jesus' name, amen.
This is Coach Paul Johnson with Big Country East FCA. If you would like information on what I do with FCA and how I can help your school system, or if you would like to be a part of FCA and the vision of FCA, feel free to call me at 325-660-2347. That's 325-660-2347. God bless. Have a great day.
A little under 18 minutes before the top of the hour, 7 o'clock. Rick has our first forecast of the day.
Going to be a little warm today. We're going to see highs around 100 degrees today. Heat index is even a little higher. And on top of that, guess what? The blast furnace is on at 25 miles an hour today out of the southwest.
Really?
So it's going to be a hot, windy day out there. So just want to tell people, don't be throwing cigarette butts out the window.
No.
A day like this, don't do that. So be careful out there. But it's going to be hot and windy today. Now, tonight, things will start changing a little bit. 20% chance of rain, partly cloudy, and a low around 74 tonight. Now, the winds are going to change out of the northwest tonight, out of midnight. Tomorrow, we got 30% chance of rain, partly sunny, high of only 90, with a northwest wind up around 10. We're going to drop down. All right, everybody hold on.
All right.
67
on
Friday night. Yeah, drop down to the 60s on Friday night. North wind up around 5. For your Saturday, looking good. High of 92. I know there's a lot of activities going on Saturday, so looking pretty good. So 92 for a high. Calm winds out of the north on your Saturday. Looking pretty good. Currently outside, we got 77% humidity. The winds are south-southeast at 6 miles an hour. We've got about 85% cloud cover outside. Temperatures around the region, 76 in Eastland, 79 in Breckenridge, and 76 right here in Graham, Texas, USA.
Highsmith Automotive in Graham and Jasper Engines and Transmissions offers a cost-effective solution to your present engine or transmission troubles. Avoid a costly new car purchase or a high lease payment by putting new life into your present vehicle. Let Highsmith Automotive install a Jasper remanufactured engine or transmission with a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide warranty and available premium service plan. Call Highsmith Automotive today at 940-521-0294.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the Wake Up Call.
I lost my keys in the great unknown, and call me please, 'cause I can't find my phone. This is the stuff that drives me crazy. This is the stuff that's getting to me lately. In the middle of my little mess, I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, but I've gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose, but this is the stuff you use. 45 in a 35. Sirens and fines while I'm running behind. Whoa, this is the stuff that drives me crazy. This is the stuff that's getting to me lately. In the middle of my little mess, I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, but I've gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose, but this is the stuff you use to break me of impatience, conquer my frustrations. I've got a new appreciation. It's not the end of the world. This is the stuff that drives me crazy. This is the stuff. Someone save me in the middle of my little mess. I forget how big I'm blessed. This is the stuff that gets under my skin, and I've gotta trust. You know exactly what you're doing might not be what I would choose, but this is the stuff you This is the stuff you
Hi, this is Dr. Bob of Hollander Chiropractic. I'm still the newest chiropractor here in Graham. Now over 30 years of experience in treating neck, low back, arm, and leg pain. Plus I do DOT exams as well. I take same-day appointments, and I'm always available early, late, or even weekends by appointment. For affordable chiropractic care, give me a call, 940-549-9400. Or better yet, drop by 746 Elm Street across from Graham Savings. I just want to thank everyone for voting us Best Chiropractor in Graham for 2019. It's an honor, and we truly appreciate it. And remember, I've got your back.
I have to see if Dr. Bob made it for 2020.
I bet he did.
I wouldn't be surprised if you look at the number of cars that are in front of his facility.
Oh, yeah.
All right, speaking of Dr. Bob, I've got something here. And Andrew, you can chime in anytime if you would like.
All right.
It's called You've Got a Nerve.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you've got a nerve. Your fingernails grow 4 times faster than your toenails.
That's a good thing when you get my age. It's hard to reach them.
It's hard to get down there. I'm using the side of the bathtub when I have to do toenails. You know, I've got a little system going, and it's working for now.
Yeah, because it's hard to reach them, and nobody wants to touch them, so that's a good thing.
It says here it's impossible to sneeze without closing your eyes.
I've tried that. You can't. It's impossible.
You can't do it. Okay. Your right lung holds more air than your left one. See, there is a good thing about being a Republican.
There you go.
That's why you get more oxygen up to the brain. If you like that one, don't you, Andy?
Oh, that was bad.
If you're a woman, your body will produce 7 million egg cells over your lifetime.
My goodness.
Well, that's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids.
You and other average folks have 4.4 pounds of bacteria living inside you.
Ugh. It's in various organizations, I'm sure.
Yes. They're in several sections.
Yeah.
At least 40,000 of those bacteria reside in your mouth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had cotton mouth this morning. If you notice, I've got my good old unsweet tea from McDonald's, and I have to tell you that it's been one of those mornings. Just, I don't know why. I may have self-inflicted. I'll just fess up and tell you. I ran Stacy off last night. She had to go in the other room. She said, I don't know what you were doing, but you were all jittery. Well, let me tell you what I did. Last night, I took 2 Tylenol PMs, and they had Benadryl. And Benadryl makes me like spastic, even more than I normally am. And I forgot that I had taken 2 Benadryl with Tylenol PM, and I took 2 more.
Uh-oh.
About 15 minutes later, I just popped a couple in my mouth because I said, I'm restless. And then I realized, I just took that. So I had 4 Tylenol PM with a Benadryl. And so it made me a little bit spastic.
Well, look on the good side of it. No allergies.
Oh, I thought you said, look at the good side. Stacy got run off.
Well, no, I love Stacy, and I'm not going. Yeah,
no, you're not going there.
No.
All right. There are more than 100 viruses that can cause a runny nose.
100? Goodness.
I guess COVID would be one of those.
That would probably be on the list, I would think.
If you have blue eyes, I have hazel eyes. When I'm in a really good mood, they look blue. So you don't see them as blue very often, but they're normally kind of a grayish, a greenish gray. But anyway, it says if you have blue eyes, you are more sensitive to pain than others.
Really?
That's interesting.
Never heard that before.
What color are your eyes, Andrew?
Almost black. They're very dark brown.
Are they? But yours?
Green.
Green? Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I'm part of the 2% of the world.
2%. Let's see. If you're not colorblind, now, one of your sons is Jake?
Both of them.
Both of them are?
Matt, you have your red, blues, and yellows. Okay, his, I believe, yellow is out. And Jake, his red and blues are out.
Okay.
So Jake basically sees everything in kind of a black and white. Matt sees everything in different kind of black and white.
Brian is a little bit different. It's skewed over, but his greens are gray, so he has trouble seeing. He sees green as white.
Well, when Jake was real little, we couldn't get him to wear anything blue, and we couldn't figure out what his problem was. He kept saying, I'm not wearing that pink shirt. And then we found out what was going on.
So both of your boys colorblind?
Yeah, because my father-in-law was colorblind, and so it skips a generation and hit the next.
That's what we found as well. Yeah, Brian colorblind and seems to work around it pretty easy. But it says if you're not colorblind, that you can detect up to 10 million different colors.
Goodness.
Wow.
Need to make a new crayon box.
Yeah. Your brain generates more electrical impulses each day than all the telephones in the world put together.
Gosh, that's a lot.
Not surprised.
Normally, you will breathe at least 23,000 times in a one-day period.
Wow.
I guess that's, just taking a deep breath or whatever the case is. You were born with 300 bones in your body, but as an adult, you'll only have 206.
And most of those are in your skull.
Is that where they
start to... You actually technically have different bones in your skull, but what happens is as a baby, as you're growing, those bones start to fuse together into what we just call the skull. And so that's one of the reasons why we count so many bones less.
Professor Andrew again at it.
Oh, yeah.
I try.
I've got a new little theme for him when he pops in like that. Listen to this.
Thank Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
Well, Andrew knows more about stuff. I mean, I'm sitting there going, okay, I thought we had more bones in our feet, but Andrew's over there like, okay, holding a cord. I was like, dude, man, that's smart.
By the way, this is all over the book of James. Mm-hmm. The strongest muscle in your mouth is your tongue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When you were first born, you had 14 billion cells in your brain. And that's the most you've ever had. At age 25, you lose about 100,000 brain cells per day, and approximately 70 of your brain cells die off while you're listening to this nonsense. Might be a little bit higher for some. Right now, your small intestines are about 8.5 feet long. Now, after death, and when the muscles all relax, they can actually go to 19 feet. So I guess our intestines are like those hoses they advertise that.
Oh, yeah, they expand when you get.
They expand when you got stuff in them.
That's weird.
That is weird. Women blink their eyes twice as often as men do. My eyes are sensitive. I don't know why. I've always had sensitive eyes, so I'll find myself blinking, especially. Well, I'll tell you what. When I went to an eye doctor once, he said, you have one of the lightest, blondest, what do you call it? Whatever's in the back of your eyeball.
The retina?
Whatever it is that picks up. He says, you must be able to see pretty good at night. And I do. I can see pretty well. And he said, yeah, it's pretty light. So I wonder if that's why I blink a lot. I don't know. Let's see. Your red blood cells live approximately 3 to 4 months, but your white ones last only a mere 2 or 4 days. So I guess that's why they were always worried about your white blood cell count.
White blood count, right?
Yep. If you didn't grow your kneecaps, if you didn't grow your kneecaps until you were at least 2 or later. So you don't grow. Another typo on this. Your kneecaps really don't come in until at least 2 or later.
So it's way after you're born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Humans are the only animals with the ability to draw a straight line. Well,
I
don't see too many dogs doing it.
No, and even when they teach the gorillas how to draw pictures, remember the gorillas in the mist and how they're trying to make them human? Oh, yeah, they it's something about the opposing thumb or whatever.
Yeah, I don't see any other animal ever anywhere, and some animals called humans can't draw straight lines.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Last on this list, on an average, you will grow 450 miles of hair in your lifetime.
Wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of hair.
That's cool.
Where's all the hair go?
Oh. Yeah, I guess if you didn't cut it, look at Crystal Gayle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, remember it went all the way down to her feet.
Yeah, it was down on the floor, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess if you're not cutting it off, it'll just keep going.
Yeah, but after you cut it, does it biodegrade?
Hair, it takes a long time.
That's what I'm saying. If everybody's growing 450 miles, I'm surprised we're not up to our elbows in it.
Yep. So there you go. There's a little nerve issues with you. It's a little segment
But
here. That
Tim,
popped in. Yeah.
what this all tells me is Psalm 139, verse 14. I will give thanks to you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made.
There you go.
There you go.
Check it out and good look. Check it out. Check it out, take a good look. If you want to know how to get to heaven, get your Bible and check it out. You may have all the riches that this world can provide, but that won't get you to the pearly gates, and it sure won't get you inside. And this world may praise you for the wonderful things you do, for the poor and homeless, weak and hungry, but that still won't do. Yeah, check it out. Check it out and good look. Check it out. Check it out, take a good look. If you want to find out what the Lord's about, get your Bible and check it out. church every week and pray. Teach Sunday school and the golden rule. But listen here to what I say. If you don't give your heart to Jesus, be saved at the foot of the cross. Confess your sins, be born again. Oh, my friend, then you still lost. Check it out. Check it out in the good book. Check it out. Check it out, take a good look. If you want to know how to be a Christian, get your Bible and check it out. Would you have your house in order if the rapture came today? Would you be in that number if they called all the children away? Cause if your father and your mother and your sister and your brother and your friends are all suddenly gone, and you're left here all by your lonesome, then guess who got it all wrong? Check it out. Check it out. If you wanna know how to get to heaven, get your Bible and check it out. Check it out. Good book. Check it out. Check it out. Take a good look. If you want to know how to get to heaven, get your Bible and check it out. If you want to know how to get to heaven, get your Bible and check it out. Check it out.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. With Texas Republican Louis Gohmert testing positive for coronavirus, he rarely wore a mask at the Capitol. Masks will now have to be worn when voting on the House floor. That requirement from Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And the House Sergeant-at-Arms in the Capitol's top position are ordering everyone in the House office buildings to wear masks with few exceptions. Congressman Gohmert tells Fox,
I feel okay. I'm a little tired.
He denies an anonymous aide's claim that people are berated for wearing masks in the office. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is back in the hospital in New York City. Fox's Shannon Bream reports.
This is what the Supreme Court spokesperson tells us. She, quote, underwent a minimally invasive non-surgical procedure related to a bile duct stent she actually got about a year ago. Now, this is the second time this month that she's been hospitalized. Last time was a possible infection related to that same bile duct. She also underwent a procedure then.
That statement from the court says Justice Ginsburg is expected out of the hospital by the end of the week. America's listening to Fox News.
PositiveRadio.net, KBLY Newcastle, Graham, Bryson, and KCKB Moran, Cisco.
That's the theme from McHale's Navy. We're playing this because Dino from McHale's Navy is an actor by the name of Dick Wilson. He was born in 1916. Now, what famous advertising campaign was Dick Wilson associated with?
I know this. I want to say Charmin, but I don't think that's it.
Don't squeeze the Charmin.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Whipple.
Okay, was that right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Good
Yeah.
job.
Okay.
Do you even have any idea whatsoever we're talking about, Andy?
Actually, I do not.
Okay, yeah. There was Mr. Whipple that he worked at a grocery store, and if you went in and you grabbed the Charmin tissue paper, which in my expert opinion, after 60 years, Charmin is the best.
Yes.
And he would squeeze it, or he would catch you squeezing it,
right.
and then he would take it from you, and then he would be squeezing the Charmin.
And he'd say, don't squeeze the Charmin.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Let's see who's listening and watching at the same time on our Facebook stream. We're also at Positive Radio TV on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just about to be everywhere. We're going to be on Dish Network soon, too. Pete's working frivolously, whatever. He's working real hard to make it happen.
He's working hard to make it happen, yeah.
You know, I look like an idiot when I try to use big words. I probably shouldn't attempt it.
I've learned a long time ago, DJs, big words, not too good of a mix.
No. All right, say hello to Jolene. Oh, we know Jolene Jordan.
Yes, we
Hi,
do.
Jolene. Good morning, Bill, Linda. Let's see who else. Jeff Dake has chimed in. Tracy. And your mom is tuned in again.
Yes.
She's keeping an eye on you. You know that, don't you?
Oh, yes. And I don't mind.
And Roy, good morning. We appreciate everybody that's watching the stream.
Yes, excellent. It's good. And even Jeff figured it out. I'm pretty proud of him.
Yeah, Jeff did. He doesn't get out much, does he?
Yeah, hopefully I'll see him Saturday.
Oh, is he going to be riding with you?
I hope. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, we need to do a weather forecast. Weather being brought to us by Highsmith Automotive. It is muggy and sticky out there. What do you see?
Yeah, it's going to be hot today. We've got temperatures going to be up over 100 today. Heat index is over 100. And the winds out of the southwest at 25 miles an hour. So that's going to make it even feel hotter. You know how you get that wind chill factor?
Yes.
Well, when it's hot like that and the wind blows, it's the opposite of that. It's the wind heat factor. So we're going to be getting that going on today. So be prepared. It's going to be hot outside. And if you got to work out, be careful. But things are going to change a little bit. 20% chance of rain tonight, partly cloudy, low around 74. And that wind is going to turn out of the south to the northwest tonight after midnight. We hadn't seen that in a long time. On your Friday, we're looking at a 30% chance of rain, partly sunny, high of only 90 degrees. Northwest wind up around 10, and that's going to drop our temperatures into the 60s. On Friday night, man, we could probably open the windows up on Friday night and turn the air off. But north winds up around 5 on Friday night. And then Saturday, we're looking at sunny and 92 with that wind continuing out of the north in the afternoon. Currently outside, we got 77% humidity. We got south-southeast winds at 6 miles an hour. We've got little clouds out in the area. Temperatures around the region, we're looking at 76 in Eastland, 78 in Breckenridge, and 75 right here in Graham, Texas.
Weather being brought to us by Highsmith Automotive.
Attention vehicle owners, before you trade your transportation, let Highsmith Automotive give your vehicle a new lease on life with a remanufactured product from Jasper Engines or Transmissions. A Jasper remanufactured engine, transmission, or differential will extend your vehicle's life, giving you the extra cash to do the things you really enjoy. And a Jasper offers a 3-year, 100,000-mile nationwide parts and labor warranty. Call Highsmith Automotive in Graham at 940-521-0294.
All right, it's time once again for Texas Trivia.
Yes, and one of the stories today we have is going to our B104 listeners are going to be like, oh, really?
Okay.
So very cool. Today in Texas history on July the 30th, 1867, James Webb Throckmorton, the first governor of Texas after the Civil War was over, was removed from office.
Oh.
On the grounds that the state of Texas did not support the 14th Amendment. He refused to support it himself. He was a Tennessean by birth, a Texan by adoption, was a physician, a politician, and had a long distinguished record of service to the United States and the Confederacy. But he was removed from office on this day in 1867. He passed away in McKinney, Texas on April 21st in 1894.
He didn't even live in the county that is named after him or the city.
Right next door to us.
Yep.
On this day, July 30th, 1902, for you B104 listeners, check it out. Charles Rath passed away in Los Angeles, California. Now, Rath was born in Germany, but came to the United States in 1848. In 1853, Charles joined William Bent's Colorado trading empire, working as an independent freighter hauling supplies, trade goods across Kansas. In the early 1870s, he brought his employ to Texas. And he was among the first to take advantage of a growing buffalo hide trade, hunting, freighting, marketing the hides for high profit. In 1874, as a buffalo slaughter continued to move closer to Texas into the Panhandle, Rath and a business partner opened up a combination store and restaurant in Adobe Wells near the site of William Bent's old outpost. In 1870, Rath and partners such as Frank Conrad and William Lee opened up commercial establishments at where? Fort Griffin.
Really?
Down there around Albany.
Yep.
In 1879, however, the buffalo supply was exhausted. Rath and his associates profited briefly from the bones that crews hauled off to sell as fertilizer. His fortune soon decreased. Debts, unsuccessful land speculations mounted. He moved to Los Angeles, California, where he passed away on this day in 1902.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good list of Texas trivia this morning, and we appreciate everybody tuning in or watching us on Facebook Live.
Here's a website you need to remember, StanleyFordEastland.com. At Stanley Ford in Eastland, we are making it easy for you to choose the car that's perfect for you. Go to StanleyFordEastland.com, where we have over 600 used cars, trucks, and SUVs to choose from, plus our phenomenal selection of new Ford vehicles. Visit our website at StanleyFordEastland.com, or you can come see us at 1308 East Main Street in Eastland, Texas. Stanley Ford, your car dealer for the cross country. We love you, Texas.
For all your Western wear needs, stop by Welch in the Square in downtown Graham. We've got a wide selection of jeans, shirts, boots, and jewelry for the ladies, plus pocket knives, belts, hats, jeans, and boots for the men. We always carry the ladies' styles for all ages. Welch Western Wear, 514 Oak Street on the west side of the Square in Graham. We've been in business in Graham since 2005. Thank you.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the Wake Up Call.
He's the sculptor I stone, trusting in his hands alone. His constant love keeps shaping me until the day that I'm complete. I remain a work in progress. His work in me is a daily process, changing my heart, changing my mind. And in his eyes I know that I'm a work in progress in the master's He will catch me if I fall. His grace can reach and cover all to make me perfect. Is his plan, but until then he understands that I remain a work in progress. His work in me is a daily process, changing my heart, changing my mind. As in his eyes I know that I'm a work in progress in the master's When he is finished, I know I'll be a work of art, a masterpiece. But I remain a work in progress. His work in me is a daily process, changing my heart, changing my mind. And in his eyes I know that I'm a work in progress in the master's I remain a work in progress. I remain a work in progress. I remain a work in progress.
Okay, Michelle Graham's in the studio with us this morning. Have you turned 17 yet?
I have.
Oh, well, hold on. I didn't turn your mic on. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
I have. I turned 17 July 7th.
That's right. And you were out of town, weren't you?
I was.
Yes, or I would have wished you happy birthday. Being that you're 17, I have a list here of things your kids have probably never heard. All
Okay.
right? So we're going to go down the list and we're going to see if you've heard them. Now, you have to have actually heard them.
Okay.
So, I mean, not watching them on TV or hearing us play them here as a sound effect. You would have to have heard the tune.
Okay.
Or
I'm
the
nervous.
sound. Okay, you ready? All right. the rotary dial telephone. Have you ever heard one of those rotary dials in person? Like, did you have one at your grandma's house that maybe you played, or you made the rotary sound?
I know what it is, but I've never heard it.
Okay. Now, I have one upstairs.
Okay, well, maybe I can hear it today.
Okay, I could bring that down so you can hear it. It was Stacy's grandfather's. It was an old red phone, and he was like a big shot at Fort Sam, but a civilian contractor. And he had this hot phone or hotline phone, and so that's how he ended up with it from Fort Sam, and it was rotary dial.
Interesting.
All right. Next, a manual typewriter, and I'm talking about not the Selectric or whatever from IBM. I'm talking about the old manual, nothing plugged into it.
No, I have not heard that.
Rick, are we old?
Click, click.
I was always impressed with people that could actually do typing properly on a manual typewriter.
Oh, I know.
Because it was a workout.
You may tell you something funny?
Yeah, go ahead.
My wife's probably not listening. It's a little early for her. But she got second place in state in a typing contest back in the 80s. And she said, there's nothing better than being the second place nerd in the state of Texas.
You are a good typist.
I am.
And what did you win in the 7th grade? You were like top of the class?
Yeah, I was just the best typer.
Wow, that's so cool. All right, a coffee percolator. Now, this is the one where you had the lens up at the top. It was a glass bowl at the top, and when the coffee was ready, you could see the color of it. Mm-hmm. It was the coffee color, and you could see it percolate.
Not only have I never heard of it, I've never heard the sound, I've never heard of it.
It sounds kind of like your granddad after Thanksgiving.
We're so old. We are so old,
I've got
Rick.
one at the house.
How about you, Andy? Are you? Have you heard any of these so far?
Oh, yes. And
okay.
All besides the percolator are from my grandparents' house.
Okay. Yeah, he's 10 years older than you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a good one. Mm-hmm. This is the one from the Kodak Instamatic cameras.
Oh, boy.
The flash cube on the top. So it had an interesting sound to it when it popped, and then it also rotated to the next one, so you could get 4 pictures in a row really fast. Have you ever heard a flash cube go off?
My score is really low right now. No, I have not.
There's nothing like being at a family reunion or Christmas and being completely blinded by one of those things. It's like an explosion in your face.
Rick and I, we have always been our parents' and grandparents' remote control for the TV.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, we were told to get up and change the channel because there were no remote controls. Oh. Now, when they did come out with them, they were tuning forks, and they had an interesting sound to them. You could actually take your car keys and shake them and change the channels on your TV set, especially, I think the Zenith televisions were the worst ones on those.
We didn't have that when I was a kid.
Yeah, but you could either turn the TV off or you could shake them and make the channels change, but they were a tuning fork in the remote control. Have you ever heard of the old manual remote controls?
No, and that sounds so weird.
All right.
I know they would clunk.
Now, you may have heard this one. This may be the first one that you'll actually know what we're talking about. The record changer, the one where you could stack records and put it onto a Victrola or to an old phonograph, and you could set up either 45s or you could set up 33 to 30, or even the 78s, and stack them up, and then they would change. And so the mechanism would be to drop the next record when the other one plays, then it would start over another record and drop it. Have you heard that sound?
I'm sorry to disappoint, but no. I really am disappointed in myself.
This one you're never going to hear. Yeah, because I don't think Andrew probably ever heard this. Gas station driveway bell.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, we heard it all. Well, you and I, we did gas. We pumped gas. So
when I was a kid, when we go to those gas stations, I'd find that little hose thing and I'd jump up and down
on it. Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Andy? You know what we're talking about?
Yes, sir. I believe I do.
Really? Mm-hmm. But have you heard it in person?
I think I have.
But the bell.
Yeah, but I'll go ahead and just say no for now because I'm not 100%.
Well, I remember you pull up to like a Texaco,
Yeah.
and you hear the ding ding, and then this like pit crew would come running out and get on your tires and on your engine and wash your windows and all this stuff. They go fly back in, and they'd be like, "That'll be $1.50."
I got in trouble at the Texaco station that I worked at when I was 15. I did 3 cars, not in a row, but 3 cars. I forgot to put the gas caps back on the car.
Yeah, they get you in trouble.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, no. You've never heard the sound of a television station signing off at night after they've done their programming for the day.
Oh, and it'd be static?
Yes.
I have heard that.
Have you really?
Yes, finally I got
Hey, I want to put a big check on here for you. Okay, Michelle. The cash register, the old-fashioned cha-ching-ching cash register. In person. You've had to have heard this in person.
I feel like I've heard it. I don't know.
Well, there. Believe it or not, out here in West Texas, those are still kind of common. You can hear the old ching-ching cash registers.
Well, I know they'd punch the button like for the dollar and then for the cents, and then there was this big button at the side. They'd hit it, and it would ring it up.
Yep. So here we go. More of sounds that your kid probably hasn't heard before. The film projector. The old 16 millimeter film projector that you would have at school. Yeah.
Like a rapid fire.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, let me just tell you a little story. I was such a nerd. After taking electronics in my junior year of high school, they would have a problem with the projectors in a lot of rooms. And many times I was called out of the room to go run over and fix the projector wherever it's showing a 16 millimeter movie.
That's funny.
Or if I got lucky, they had the big projection system and I got to hook that up too.
Ah.
But yes, the film projector had an interesting sound. The lights flashed. You had to make the loop adjust so that you could get the audio in sync with the loop. Yeah. So you haven't heard that one. Last but not least, now they're coming back. So there is a very good possibility you have heard this, but a broken record. So in other words, a record is stuck and it's running and it just plays the same last line over and over and over again. Have you heard that one?
I was really hoping I could get my score up to a 2, but I guess I'm stuck at 1.
Oh, so they're right. Look at this. This was a pretty good list, but it was actually a list, a bunch of items on here. The sounds that your kids have probably never heard.
You know, one
Pretty
that I
neat.
thought was going to be on there, Tim, was going to be a dot matrix printer.
Oh, goodness.
You know, that's true, but you still see those some places.
Really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I just saw one recently, and they said they still can get the ink or the ribbon, and they still can actually find them on eBay or whatever, still brand new that haven't been sold. Oh, golly, where did I see it? It's...
Where do you find
an inspection center, an inspection. Well, no, that's been 5 years ago since I've seen that.
Where do you find the paper for them?
Well, it's still out there.
Because I haven't seen.
Yeah,
it in years.
it's the kind of paper that on the sides of it had a whole bunch of holes, and it would pull it up. But it had this real weird digital sound that would print the letters. But
The
there
last time I used one of those was 1989. That's the
Really?
last time I used one.
you go. All right, we're going to come back. Andrew Jonas has our daily dose of scripture right after this from Bear Chevrolet. Bear Chevrolet Buick and Cadillac is your trusted dealership in Breckenridge, Texas. Here at Bear Auto Group, we take pride in selling vehicles to generations of families and their friends. For almost 30 years, Bear has been a mainstay in the community and a trusted provider of everything automotive. Drop by 601 West Walker in Breckenridge or visit bearmotor.com. That's bearmotor.com, where your satisfaction is number one, and we put customers first.
This is Andrew Jonas from the Hillside Church of Christ with your daily dose of scripture. This week we've been in 1 Samuel chapter 16 verses 1 through 13. Today's verses are 8 through 11. Then Jesse called Abinadab and made him pass before Samuel, and he said, Yahweh has not chosen this one either. Next Jesse made Shammah pass by, and he said, Yahweh has not chosen this one either. Thus Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. But Samuel said to Jesse, Yahweh has not chosen these. And Samuel said to Jesse, Are these all the children? And he said, There remains yet the youngest, and behold, behold, he is tending the sheep. Then Samuel said to Jesse, send and bring him, for we will not sit down until he comes here. Jesse and Samuel have made similar mistakes when it comes to who God is going to pick. Now, it's not clear that Jesse knows what Samuel is doing, that he's picking the next king. He's just mentioned the Lord's anointed, but they both have made mistakes. Samuel looked at the outward appearance of his other sons, especially his oldest, and Jesse didn't even think about bringing his youngest son, even though Samuel said, bring your sons. But he left the other one out tending sheep because there's no way that he has to come, that he has to take part in this. And so Jesse and Samuel have made similar mistakes, but God is going to make sure that they never make these mistakes again by proving just who his anointed really is. If you want to find a group of people who are doing their best to live up to God's expectations instead of mankind's expectations, please come and find us at the Hillside Church of Christ. Sunday mornings at 10, Wednesday evenings at 7. Hillside, a church in Christ alone.
All right, 24 minutes after 7 o'clock. That means it's time for your sports trivia, or what are we calling it?
Today in sports history.
Today in sports history. I need to probably put that up here on the button. Right now, I just have Wake Up Call Sports.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so you ready for your big intro?
I'm ready.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sports.
It's the Wake Up Call Sports.
Alrighty, today in sports history, on this day in 1948, Czechoslovakian distance runner legend Emil Zeplicek wins the 10,000 meter at the London Olympics, put in a time of 29 minutes and 59 seconds. The record today is 26 minutes, 17 seconds. So they've been able to shave about 3 minutes off since 1948. The very first preseason game in the new AFL took place on this day in 1960. The Boston Patriots defeated the Buffalo Bills 28-7. On this day in 1973, Texas Rangers Jim Bibby no-hit the Oakland Athletics 6-0.
Really?
Yeah,
So you got a no-hitter out of that,
the
huh?
first no-hitter from the Texas Rangers on this day in 1973. And back in 1982, the Atlanta Braves were ahead of their time. The Atlanta Braves removed their mascot, Chief Nakahoma, to make room for some more seats in the outfield.
Oh, brother.
So Chief Nakahoma was laid to rest today in 1982.
Okay, so the Texas Rangers played. We had an afternoon game yesterday.
Yes.
And I guess, what did it start, around 3 o'clock? Is
3
that about
o'clock, I believe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think our pregame was at 2:30. How'd they end up doing?
They won it 7-4 yesterday. Joey Gallo had a huge home run. And
Well, that's two he's had in the new ballpark.
And they scored 5 runs at the bottom of the 8th inning and won that thing 7-2.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
Yep, good for them. They're off today, and then they're going to be headed out to San Francisco.
Oh, boy. So, do you like your new theme?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. So look, it's got a nice big finish, too, for you there.
PositiveRadio.net. Our name says it all.
Y100 B104.
Okay, it's time once again for Stats and Coffee. Michelle, you want to chime in here at any time?
I will.
Andy, of course, he can chime in from his master control. Hey, like his little setup he's doing.
It's really nice.
He's got all these little buttons where he makes it simpler for him, because the simpler it is for Andy, the better.
Yes.
Well, I really think it's increasing his intelligence, because you notice all the things he's coming up with since he's got back there.
I know. He's really thinking up neat stuff on his own, and I noticed that he's got an open Bible when he does his daily dose of Scripture on the video stream. Is that the King James, the New King James, or New American Standard? What do you like to preach from?
I prefer to preach from a New American Standard Bible myself.
That's what I have. That's just the one I got used to. Of course, some pastors and ministers think I'm sacrilegious because I don't use the King James or the New King James.
Now, as I was growing up, we used the New King James, but when I went to college, I really started liking the New American Standard. But yeah, it's really up to you and God about that one.
All right. Well, I'll make sure I check it out there. Make sure everything's good. You ready? You got stats and coffee. Are you drinking coffee this morning?
Yes, I have the Cinnabon coffee going today.
Cinnabon.
Yes.
Did you bring anything to drink this morning?
I did not.
Nothing. What about you, Andrew?
No, sir. Nothing to drink this morning.
I've got my unsweet tea from McDonald's. We ready for it? All right. Oh, I just like this. Stats and coffee. The number one compliment that a woman wants to hear is, "You have a nice smile."
Yes, I like that compliment.
You like that one? Okay, very good. 49%, and you do, Michelle. 49% of adults surveyed believe that prayers affect their health in a positive way. You think?
For sure. I've seen it in action.
I've also heard that laughter helps out when you're sick as well. According to USA Today, 1 out of every 11 shoppers takes something without paying for it, but it's because they didn't realize that they had it mixed up. Like, for instance, it's really hard sometimes at Sam's because things fall out. You think you're getting two, and it should have been billed as one, so it could go either direction.
It's unintentional.
Yes, unintentional. Over 70,000 airbags are stolen out of cars every year. I have never heard this.
Yeah, there is gold. There's a little element of gold in the airbag, and a lot of guys will go to these wrecking yards and find it.
Really?
Yep.
I had no idea. According to a recent research study, people in the morning are thinner and happier.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. 1 in 8 people wait over a month before changing or washing their sheets. I don't go that long. I go 2 weeks tops.
Wow.
2 weeks. That's all I can handle. I'm one of those clean freaks. Yeah. If I was rich, I'd have somebody changing it every day. According to a survey on electrical companies out there, it costs about $1.3 billion with a B, $1 billion in electricity to operate all of the exit signs found in buildings in the US of A. We have one. We have our LED. I changed it out because I got tired of the bulb going out all the time. So I fixed that up. And last but not least, about 7 out of 10 people don't know their cholesterol levels.
I don't know mine.
I know mine from a year ago because I had a physical, so I've got another physical this year.
That's the same with me. Mine was my physical, and I've got another one on August the 4th.
Oh, bless your heart. All right, the impossible question. You ready for this?
All right.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. And I could tell you when I read the answer to this, I'm not surprised. But 12% of single women say this is the number one deal breaker on a first date. What do you think that is?
Being married.
No.
Bad hygiene.
Okay, you're close.
Okay, because I was going to say talking about an ex, but that's not really bad hygiene.
No, it's close. Hygiene has a lot to do with it. So, you're single.
Yes.
Guy comes to pick you up, first time date with the person, drives up, you go to the car, and...
Oh, the car.
Dirty car.
Yeah, you got it. Brought to us by Thrive Physical Therapy.
Social distancing doesn't mean you have to suffer in pain. Thrive Physical Therapy is open and ready to help you feel better in a safe environment. If having your therapist wearing a mask frightens you, we have tele-rehab available. Give us a call at 940-521-0800 to determine your best option. We are proud to have served Graham and the surrounding areas for 10 years. Thrive Physical Therapy, helping you do more of what you live for.
It's time now for the morning obituary report brought to us by McMillan Satterwhite Funeral Home. From helping with the service of a loved one, assisting with pre-planning for your own service, or choosing a monument to honor you or your loved one, our experienced and courteous staff will help you with compassion and integrity. At McMillan Satterwhite Funeral Home, we're always available to assist you and your family in your greatest time of need.
Visit us at Cliff Drive in the 380 bypass in Graham, or you can call 940-549-3773.
Carl Brandon Evans passed away on July the 25th at his home in Burleson. Funeral services will be Thursday, July 30th at 10:30 a.m. That'll be at the First Baptist Church of Burleson, with the graveside service following at 2 p.m. That'll be at the Pioneer Cemetery here in Graham. Joe Hanna, 90, passed away on Tuesday, July the 28th in Graham. Graveside funeral will be at 2 p.m. on Friday, July the 31st at the Pioneer Cemetery. Arrangements are under the direction of Morrison Funeral Home. Marvin Clint Harden, 89, passed away on Tuesday, July the 28th in Graham. Funeral services will be Saturday, August the 1st at 1 p.m. That'll be at the Morrison Funeral Home Chapel. Arrangements are under the direction of Morrison Funeral Home.
This is Becky Richardson, owner and operator of Beyond Faith Hospice of Graham. When a life-limiting illness no longer responds to treatment, one option is hospice. Hospice is a special concept of care designed to provide comfort and support to patients and their families during this time. At Beyond Faith Hospice, you'll find a team of qualified caring physicians, counselors, skilled nursing, and more, with services including volunteer visits and bereavement care. If you're faced with this decision, call for a free consultation today, 940-521-9915, and we'll answer any questions you might have on hospice care. Beyond Faith Hospice, a step above believing that love makes the difference.
For the perfect gift for a bridal shower or a wedding, we at Jordan Pharmacy are here to help you. You can choose a gift right from their selections. Choose the amount you want to spend. It's so easy. There's no scanning, and we will wrap your gift for you and get it delivered.
Come see us at 1332 Highway 16 South, Graham, Texas, or call us at 940-549-1011.
Hey, we need to take a look at our birthdays and anniversaries. They're being brought to us by Graham Healthcare and Urgent Care.
Graham Healthcare and Urgent Care is a primary and urgent care facility accepting workman's comp, Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance. They provide x-rays, lab work, DOT and school physicals, drug screening, virtual telemedicine, and even ear piercing. Graham Urgent Care, 1005 State Highway 16 South in Graham, is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Call 940-282-2512. Walk-ins and appointments are always available.
Alrighty, boys and girls, we have got some good birthdays today. Want to wish Maddie Arispe, former right fielder for the Lady Blues, a very happy birthday. Also, my cousin Haley Kroll having a birthday today.
Is this a cousin in Phoenix?
Yes.
Very good.
She's having a birthday today.
Yep.
Also, Joni Edwards, no relations, having a birthday today. And also a very happy birthday to Jacob Arch, turning 19 years old today.
Very good.
And we've got an anniversary.
Okay.
And I even married this couple, and they're still together. Way to go, guys.
Are y'all all happy together?
Yes, everybody's all happy together. Yes. Easton.
Michelle liked that one.
Easton and Cheryl Casey have an anniversary today, so we're all happy together.
All right, July the 30th, you have 1863, Henry Ford.
Oh, yeah, the car guy.
Yep. 1890, a baseball Hall of Famer, Casey Stengel.
Yes.
1939, a producer, Peter Bogdanovich. He did the Last Picture Show. I guess it was about Archer City.
Up in Archer City in Olney.
Yep. 1941, Paul Anka. Remember him?
Oh, yeah, the singer.
Yeah. 1947, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold.
1956, a law professor by the name of Anita Hill. Yeah.
She caused a lot of problems.
1958, a country singer that Stacy will probably try to get a hold of and wish him happy birthday on the phone is Neil McCoy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's 62 years old.
Did he do that song, The Watermelon Crawl, or something like that, I think?
No.
So weird.
Well, he might have, but I'm trying to think of the song that I want to say The Strut or something to that order. 1961, Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
right.
Lisa Kudrow from Mad About You. And, of course, she was Phoebe in Friends. And last but not least, Hilary Swank. I liked her acting. She's born in 1974. She's 46 years old today. But, Neil McCoy, The Strut, with what did you find the song?
Watermelon Crawl was Tracy Bird.
Yeah, that's right. That was Tracy Bird.
Yeah.
But Neil McCoy, I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of hits. He had a handful, but
I remember him a little bit.
I actually, for Stacy's 50th birthday, I took her up to the WinStar, and she got to see Neil McCoy. He was the opening act. And then the Oak Ridge Boys came out afterwards. I thought I would enjoy them. No, they looked like they were all going to be on respirators.
Yeah, they were a little old.
It was pretty pitiful.
They had the Shake.
The Shake. That's it.
Yeah.
Not the Strut. The Shake. I bet old Mike Patton could do the Shake. Could you do Neil McCoy's Shake, Mike?
I guarantee you get on a backhoe with a hammer on it, you're going to do some shaking.
Hey, it's Mike Patton from Mike's West Side Rental, and this morning we're going to be talking about those stump removal tools. What is it that grinds those things up so efficiently? How does that thing work?
Well, this is a machine that's got, let's see, how's the best way to describe it? Basically, it's a machine that's on tracks or wheels, and it's bigger than a mower, than a push mower. So it's a heavy duty thing. It's got a big wheel on the end of it that's got a bunch of carbide cutters.
Okay.
And so there's various kinds. The one that you push around, you walk up, push it up to a stump. You start letting it down on the stump, and you move it side to side. Now I have to tell everybody, this is not, there's some machines that you can use and you can have shorts and a tank top on and all this kind of stuff. This is not one of them. This is one where you have to have boots, long pants, long sleeve shirt, a face shield. It's a mean machine. It throws chips, and it doesn't throw them directly at you, but every now and then a stray chip will fly at you. So you got to do that anyway. So these carbide cutters go in. You just sweep across the top of the stump, and until you get it down, well, you want to get it probably at least 3 or 4 inches below the ground, and if you can get a little farther down, then that's good too. But you get down far enough where the roots start going out, and you get those things cut up, and it won't go back.
Now, when you talk about the stump grinder, do you recommend this for larger trees, medium, small, or all sizes, or does it really matter?
There's really not much sense in taking a 3-inch or 4-inch tree or smaller out with a stump grinder. That's one you can do some other things with. If you've got a whole bunch of 3 and 4-inch trees that you've cut down, at that point, yes, you take a stump grinder out. But yeah, when you get into to 5 inches bigger, depending on which stump grinder you're using, we've got them that'll do up to almost a 2-foot tree, I guess. Goodness. In diameter. So we got some pretty mean machines.
So it's a whole lot easier to do this than trying to tie a chain around it and grab it back, you pick up and pull it out of the ground.
Yeah, by about 1,000%.
Yeah. You ever pulled a bumper off doing that, Mike?
I have not.
I have.
You?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, off a 62 Nova. It wasn't pretty.
Really?
Yeah, my first car, and I went over to help an uncle clear one, and he said, just back your Nova up and we'll just pull it out real good. He thought he dug it out enough, and it didn't actually pull it completely off, but it pulled one side of it off. The mount broke. So
Great.
He took me down to the junkyard, and we got another one. So
okay, well, that was nice.
Yeah.
All right. Stump grinder saves you from all that stuff.
Hey, how do we get a hold of you, Mike?
The easiest way to find what we've got, where we are, and all those things is look us up on the web. That's mikesrental.com. If you're here in Graham, you can call us at 549-5544, or come see us at the south end of town at the Bunger Y on the west side of Highway 16 South.
And don't forget, it's Reservate Thursday for the weekend.
It is. That's right.
See, now that he's back on board full time, I don't have to pay him anymore.
There you go. Yeah, you can reservate all you want.
Yeah,
That's right.
no royalties here, buddy. Take care, Mike. Have a blessed weekend, my friend.
Guys, thanks.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones, financial financial advisor Darby Brockway. If you have more questions and answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. After all, retirement isn't the end of the trek, it's a new beginning. Stop by my office at 603 Elm Street, Suite 201. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Okay, it's time for Off the Wall News being brought to us by Rock Bottom Barbecue. Guess what I had yesterday?
What'd you have?
Rick's Cato Bowl.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I went in and got the pinto beans. I got the pulled pork, a lot of cheese, of course. I Walkerized it. And then on top of it, I got a little Diablo sauce, and then I put on some pico de gallo. It was delicious. The only problem I had with it is I went upstairs to eat here at the office. Andrew was constantly asking me, questions and running upstairs. And then Mike Sipes comes in from over at the courthouse, get some paperwork, and I couldn't enjoy it. I should have just stayed there and ate at the
that's the best thing to do.
Place. Yeah,
just show up for the family reunion at Rock Bottom Barbecue, because I promise you, everybody you know is going to be over there. That's the cool thing about it, is that there's not a lot of places in the world you can go by yourself and see everybody you know. You go over there, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're going to find somebody to sit with, somebody to have lunch with. It's a great thing. And
they'll teach you how to eat with a mask on, too.
Yes, they will.
Pretty good. I saw Shotgun and Nicole.
Oh, yeah.
Shotgun's getting taller. Have you noticed how he shot up this summer?
Yeah, they were out at our church here a couple of weeks ago, and I'm telling you what, this guy is growing like a weed. I told Brent, I said, I really think y'all giving him Miracle Grow instead of barbecue. But he is growing like a weed. But today is $1 off.
$1 off.
Yeah, you get $1 off the plate.
Yes.
And they don't really give you a plate. They give you a big old tray. And it's full. And I promise you're going to leave there satisfied every time. So get by there and grab your favorite barbecue. And my suggestion is the potato salad to go along with it.
Oh, yeah.
It is just incredible. So get over and check it out. Rock Bottom Barbecue, right across the street from the Graham Independent School Administration Office. Call ahead, 550-3000, and I promise you're going to be satisfied every time.
Off the Wall News.
Okay, I don't understand what some people are thinking, but that's why it's on the Off the Wall News.
Okay.
A gas station in Orlando. Police were called after a man began doing enthusiastically gymnastics in the middle of the highway. He was blocking the path of all the customers coming out of the gas station. He refused to stop, so officers took him down, but he was able to wiggle out of their grasp and started escaping in a very weird manner, cartwheeling away. As he was running from the police, the guy started cartwheeling away from the officers. He didn't get very far. They identified him as 40-year-old Grincendo Fernando Fernandez and charged him with battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting arrest.
Where was this at?
In Orlando, Florida. Yeah,
There's a bunch of clowns over there.
I'm not really the sharpest criminal in the world, but cartwheeling your way from the cops is probably not a great way to get away.
Probably pretty slow.
Yeah, the cops are kind of like walk about 3 feet to their left and go, okay, come on over, bud. And there you go. You're
being it was Florida, I'm surprised they didn't just shoot him.
I know.
Could have been justifiable homicide. Yeah, you never know.
Hey, Andrew, we're friends, right?
Well, yeah.
Good, because I need to talk to you about your problem.
What problem?
All the bottled water you drink, man. Let me help you.
Well, it just tastes better than tap water. And how could you help me? MIP Water Treatment just does big water systems.
No, I mean, we do those too, but MIP stands for Make It Pure. We can install an under-the-sink or a whole house reverse osmosis system, giving you perfect drinking or cooking water straight from the faucet in your home or office.
That sounds expensive, Brady.
Actually, it'll pay for itself quickly considering all the money you'll save on the bottled water you don't have to buy.
Huh, true. How do I find out more?
Just give us a call at MIP Water Treatment for your free estimate, 940-549-2501.
I know it's a little bit early for Today in History, but I thought we'd let Andrew chime in back there in Master Control. Anything going on in your world you want to talk about?
Yes, sir. Actually, I do. I want to talk about wearing the right equipment to drive in. So we want summer to go as long as possible. And so sometimes that might mean wearing flip-flops well into a point in time where you should not. And I'll say I am guilty of this.
You're guilty of not wearing shoes is what you're guilty of. I don't know
Actually,
how many
that's true.
times I've caught him with his bare feet. And I'm going to just say this, Andrew. I'm sure your mother will agree. You don't have very pretty feet. I mean, they are not works of art. Just sorry.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. But here with going flip-flopped while driving is a pretty bad idea. According to a recent survey, flip-flops could be responsible for 1.4 million automobile accidents a year.
Man.
Almost 60% of people say they often drive in any footwear that's unsuitable for driving, and 20% continue to drive in shoes that they've nearly had an accident in. And flip-flops are the biggest culprit of that footwear, which a third of drivers admitted to driving with in the poll. What's more, 27% of people admitted that the flimsy sandals had caused a driving mishap, and 7% blamed them for a near miss or an actual accident, which is why when I wear all the flip-flops I get are very thick-soled and are very stiff. So I probably still shouldn't drive with them, but they're better than just these little rubber nonsense things. But yeah, be careful what you drive in because you might cause an accident.
That's a lot of wrecks.
Yes.
$1 million a year because of flip-flops?
What do you think of the Jerusalem joggers? Do you like those?
I like those, all right.
Yeah. I mean, if they were good enough for Jesus and the disciples, I think that everybody should be wearing them on a regular basis.
You heard that story about the guy that had a son that he said, he told him, he said, Dad, I need a car.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you're not going to get a car till you get your hair cut. And he said, well, Jesus had long hair. I said, yeah, and he walked everywhere he went.
Ooh, good point. All right, let's see what we have with Today in History. You ready? Nobody said anything.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Today,
we're ready now.
Yeah.
History.
Okay, I'm a little disappointed.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Today in History, 1619, the very first representative assembly in America convenes in Jamestown, New York.
The first meeting.
Yes, but they don't ever spell this out. They don't talk about Jamestown. I don't think Jamestown gets near the credit that it deserves. 1945, the USS Indianapolis, which had just delivered the key components of the Hiroshima atomic bomb, it actually was torpedoed by the Japanese and sunk. Only 316 out of the 1,196 men survived.
It was a bad deal.
Those men were in the water for almost a week.
Yeah, some of them died of starvation. Some died of dehydration, shark bites. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And that's one of the big scenes in Jaws, is whenever Quint is describing what happened.
That's right. 1956. I didn't realize it was this late, but in 1956, "In God We Trust" is authorized as the official U.S. slogan. 1965, President Lyndon B. Johnson signs a new law into effect, which was the Medicare bill. Helped out millions of people over the years. 1971, Apollo 15 lands on the moon today. 1975, Teamster boss Jimmy Hoffa mysteriously disappears in Detroit, Michigan.
Did you hear they found him the other day, though?
Oh, here we go.
They did.
Go
they
ahead.
found him. They dug him up. They found he died of COVID.
No, don't laugh, Michelle. It'll only encourage him to do
just
more of these.
trying to help
Okay.
here,
All right, 1980, Israeli. The Israeli government passes a law reaffirming that all of Jerusalem as the capital of the Jewish state. And if you've noticed, that's why we now have our embassy there.
That's right. President Trump recognized that.
Yeah, after all these other presidents talked about it, he came up with it. 1992, a TWA Lockheed L-1011 crashes, but all 292 people survived. It was at New York's Kennedy International Airport. They didn't say why. It just catches fire, and they had to shut it down, and and bring it in. 1994, the world community shuts down air service to Haiti, leaving the Army-ruled nation more isolated than ever before. You have not been on a mission trip until you've been to Haiti.
My daughter-in-law has been to Haiti on a mission trip, and they warned her. I mean, the people who even live there warned, do not, in any way whatsoever, get that water in your nose, your ear, your mouth, or anything. They said it's bad news.
It was, and we were there a year after the earthquake, and the airport level, it's terrible, and they all just wander around. They just don't have good leadership, and as much money as they've pumped into Haiti, I don't think they get it. 1999, Linda Tripp was charged with illegal wiretapping on this date because of her conversations with Monica Lewinsky. Prosecutors did drop the charges because they wouldn't stick. 1966, Wouldn't It Be Nice by the Beach Boys enters the U.S. Top 40 charts.
I remember that song very well.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
It was a good song. Wild Thing by the Trogs hits number 1 in 1966 as well. And then 1988, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Remember who it was?
Bobby.
You're almost there.
Bobby Farron.
No, they keep going.
Mick something.
Yeah, McFerrin.
Farron. There you go.
So there you go. That's Today in History on Y100 and B104.1 FM. Glad you're with us today.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the Wake Up Call. We will all be happy when we stand in heaven's zone yonder. Hallelujah, glory when we land at home in the morning. Christ has promised us a mansion if we will obey. Trust in that city till eternal day. Hallelujah, amen. I am free from sin. Lord, I feel so happy, I feel so proud. I am brought by the glory cloud. We will sing a song of rapture and shall never roll yonder. Hallelujah, glory when we land at home in the morning. We will walk the golden streets and never go astray. Wander in that city till eternal day. Hallelujah, amen. I am free from sin. Lord, I feel so happy, I feel so proud. I am brought by the glory cloud. Hallelujah, amen. I am free from sin. Lord, I feel so happy, I feel so proud. I am brought by the glory cloud. We will sing a song of rapture and shall never roam yonder. Hallelujah, glory when we land at home. We will walk the golden streets and never go astray. Wander in that city till eternal day. Hallelujah, amen. I am free from sin. Lord, I feel so happy, I feel so proud. I am brought by the glory cloud.
play PositiveRadio.net in your business? If you do, it could be worth some real cash. Right now, you can be a part of the At Work Network. You could win $100 if we come in and hear PositiveRadio.net playing in your workplace. So dial it in right now. Your customers will like it, and we could, on the spot, give you $100 if you're part of the At Work Network. Only from PositiveRadio.net.
Your hand will guide my every way. Will I receive the words you say? Every moment of every day. Will walk by faith, well, even when I cannot see. Well, because this broken road prepares your will for me. Help me to rid my endless fears. You've been so faithful for all my years. With the one breath you make me new. Your grace covers all I do. Still see your face. Will you've spoken, pouring your words of grace. Will walk by faith, or even when I cannot see. Well, because this broken road prepares your will for me. Will walk by faith, well, even when I cannot see. Oh, because this broken road prepares your will for me.
I'm Chris Foster. 1,400 daily U.S. coronavirus deaths are the most in more than 2 months, with California, Florida, Idaho, and North Carolina all hitting record highs. Extra unemployment benefits for everyone laid off during the pandemic expire tomorrow.
House Democrats want to keep the $600 unemployment bonus. Senate Republicans are proposing a $200 bump and then cap benefits at 70% of an unemployed worker's pay. Congress has until the end of next week to work out a deal before a month-long recess.
Fox's Rich Edson. It's the 9th named storm of a busy Atlantic hurricane season.
Tropical storm Isaias was named overnight and is bringing heavy rain and strong winds to Puerto Rico. The official forecast from the National Hurricane Center has a tropical storm, perhaps even a Cat 1 hurricane, getting very close to Florida this weekend and then hugging the East Coast, potentially impacting the the Outer Banks early next week.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. America's listening to Fox News.
PositiveRadio.net, KBLY Newcastle, Graham, Eliasville, and KCKB, Moran, Albany.
Well, there's Sam Veer again. We ran him at the 6 o'clock hour. Michael from 30-something is 66 years old today. Ken Olin played Michael in 30-something. 1954 is when he was born.
Nothing wrong with hearing the panpipe twice a day.
Yeah, but, when Grandma Walker had she bought the greatest hits of Sam Veer. And it was like, there were three things that you would have at Grandma Walker's house. Mm-hmm. First off, chores.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to do something. It'd either be, helping her with her TV set, fixing it, or mowing the yard. The second would be the music. Mm-hmm. It was awful. She would order Slim Whitman.
Beautiful.
What's the one that she only had the one hit, One Day at a Time?
Oh, yeah.
Christy, whatever her name was. One Day at a Time. Anyway, she had that album. And then, of course, The Smell of Ben Gay.
Oh, yeah.
So there's Grandma Walker's house.
When I was a teenager, we all worked at, all my friends there, we all worked at the same grocery store. And you remember the Muzak soundtrack that used to play over the store?
Right.
Okay, well, what we would do is we would play this game if a new song came out, because, back in those days you didn't have what you have nowadays with iTunes, stuff like that. Radio stations would play a song, and you're like, oh, did you hear that? Well, it was always, is it better or worse than Muzak? That was always the bar. Was it better? Most of the time it was way better than Muzak, but then there was those that were like Disco Duck.
So at the grocery store.
Worse than Muzak.
At the grocery store you worked at, they didn't have the big 8-tracks, those giant 8-tracks with the music that you would play for the store?
We had this box, and it had like 5 dials on it.
Okay.
And one dial was volume, one was treble, one was bass, and I don't know what the other stuff was. Uh-huh. But they would go in there, they would set those, and then, that elevator music stuff will be playing over the... and, it's funny how elevator music now, when you go to the stores, you listen to it, and you're hearing classic rock. You might hear Stairway to Heaven, on the music. And I have no idea what was playing back in those days, but I do remember that we would say, okay, better or worse than Muzak?
Yep. We had, when I worked at the Plaza Supers grocery store, we had these giant 8-tracks, and they were like an 8-track, but they were really big. They were able to play like a few hours of music. And the general manager would want you to put certain songs in. Like during the day, when there were few people, he wanted the slower music.
Right.
And then later, as it got busier, he wanted the faster music because he wanted people in and out. And I thought, well, that's pretty neat. He's manipulating them. But they were all instrumental, and they were all like greatest hits from that time period, but no singing. It was like the karaoke of the day.
Well, it's like this Muzak thing. It came in, it was a company who supplied it.
Okay.
But there was a cable that came out of the wall that looked like it's something going to Frankenstein's laboratory. I mean, this thing was huge with about 25, small copper, like the old phone cable.
Okay.
It would come out, and they would hook it all these different places and all this stuff, and it was speakers, and it was a mess. But yeah, we had a company that would supply that music, and it's funny, you'd be sitting there, and all of a sudden you'd start hearing this, like, Over the Rainbow playing in the background, kind of stuff.
Oh, my favorite was Moon River by far.
Oh, yeah, they played that one a lot.
Yep. Hey, David Mace and Samuel Thomas in the studio with us from First Baptist Church here in Graham. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Get over close to the microphone there, sir. Don't be shy. Your dad's not. James Thomas is your dad. He's a great man. Good listener, too. David, what's going on today?
Well, good morning. Thank you for having us. Good to see both of you. And tonight at First Baptist Church, we're going to be having a service that, to be honest, about a week and a half ago, one of my college students who's been home for the pandemic, they've been home since spring break, really, and she looked at me and she said, can I sing one more time before I leave town? My mom really wants to hear me sing. And a light bulb just went off in my head that was really too late, but I said, no, we've got to do this before you leave. We're having a service led all by college students and by our Graham High School students that have just graduated, and they're heading off to college.
So, James, I guess that would be you. Where are you heading off? I'm sorry, James, your dad. Samuel, what's the college you picked? Where are you heading off to?
I'm heading off to the University of North Texas in Denton.
Very good school, Matt.
That's right.
Spent, what, 10 years there?
Yeah, you might, and as much money as we pumped into that place, when you graduate, you'll probably graduate from the Edwards Arena, just letting you know.
Well, Samuel, so I know this year, the end of the year just completely disrupted and everything kind of changed up. Have you adjusted to it okay? You ready for some normality?
Yeah. Since the pandemic started, it just felt like a long summer break. So I've just, it's been 4 months now, so I've pretty much adjusted to it. I'm just a couple weeks away from moving off to college, so.
What do you play? You just doing the singing, or are you a musician also?
I'm more of a technician. I do.
Oh, you're the good guy. You're the one that makes it. Oh, okay. What else? Trombone?
Yeah, he's a trombone player.
David's over here. We're on video now. We have a camera.
Right.
So anyway, my dad played trombone. Yep. So okay. So back to tonight's performance. What basically are you going to be? What's the format?
Well, we have let's see, about 7 of us that are, there's 2 token old guys, one of them being me.
Yes.
And one of them being our youth pastor, Caleb. And so we will be led entirely by college students. My son Andrew is preaching, and we're excited about that. These kids, we've got kids from Tech. My son's at Southern Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And my other son is also playing guitar, and he's at UMHB. And we've got people from Hardin Simmons, Tech, Tarleton. Where else? Anyway, it's pretty exciting, and they're all very, very excited, and they've been working very hard on it. So.
Very good. So that's what you're going to be doing is behind the scenes then on this one this evening. Very good. And what are you
showing up today to do this?
Yeah. What are you majoring in over at North Texas?
I'm planning on majoring in computer engineering.
There's a need for that.
Yeah.
Just a little. You'll do very well. Yeah. Did you have Miss Lowry by any chance then?
I did.
Isn't she awesome?
Yeah, she's great. I had all 4 years of her classes. I was in most of her clubs. I was in Rocket Club. I was in Technology Student Association. I was with the Stellar Explorers for a year. That was a lot of fun.
Cool. Do you want to chime in?
I was just thinking about this service. I mean, it's pretty cool when you can get kids his age, and I say kids, I'm sorry, you're a young adult, guys his age, and to get them involved in a service like this, wanting to do this kind of stuff, I mean, that's pretty, bodes well for our future as far as our services and things go over our churches.
That's been the beautiful thing about this. These kids got here in spring break, not knowing if they were going back to school, not knowing really anything, and they said, hey, we don't have a lot to do. Can we help? And they all jumped in and started playing instruments and doing that. And so we're really excited. Tonight, by the way, we'll be on Facebook Live. So if you can attend, you're welcome to attend, but you're also welcome to join us online. We'll be on Facebook Live.
Are there going to be a lot of, like, bringing the praise music and instrument stuff? I mean, kind of what is it? What are the nuts and bolts of it?
Nuts and bolts are going to be interesting. We're going to have a friend of mine from Mary Hardin Baylor is coming and bringing some lights, and so we'll have a lot of fun with some lighting and sound and all that kind of stuff. And we have guitar, bass guitar, electric guitar, drums, keyboard, singers. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, sounds like a great deal.
A couple of solos and.
Very good. So we're excited about that. Tell us the time. When's it start?
7 o'clock.
Okay.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock this evening. So don't mess around.
First Baptist Church.
Okay, First Baptist here in Graham. Samuel, congratulations on graduating.
Thank you.
And good luck to you at North Texas. It's a great school. There's a lot of great people that have come out of that university.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
You've got some good opportunities, that's for sure. All right, very good.
Thank you, Tim.
David?
Thank you, Rick.
All right, we'll come back in a little bit. We have weather.
into heaven with my white robe on, cleansed by the blood of the Lamb. I'll be seeing Jesus at the right hand of the throne. I don't deserve to go there, but I'm thankful that I am. There's a mansion waiting, built especially for me. By His saving grace, I'll soon be gone. Won't that be a happy time when I get home? When I walk into heaven with my white robe on. These old clothes I'm wearing won't go with me when I go. I got something better waiting for me there, I know. I'll feel like a millionaire putting new shoes on when I walk right into heaven with my white robe on. When I walk into heaven with my white robe on, cleansed by the blood of the Lamb, I'll be seeing Jesus at the right hand of the throne. I don't deserve to go there, but I'm thankful that I am. There's a mansion waiting, built especially for me. By His saving grace, I'll soon be gone. Won't that be a happy time when I get home? When I walk into heaven with my white robe on. I know lots of people there are gonna be surprised when they see me walking in right before their eyes. Oh, Jesus made it possible for me to come along. When I walk right into heaven with my white robe on. When I walk into heaven with my white robe on, cleansed by the blood of the Lamb, I'll be seeing Jesus at the right hand of the throne. I don't deserve to go there, but I'm thankful that I am. There's a mansion waiting, built especially for me. By His saving grace, I'll soon be gone. Won't it be a happy time when I get home? When I walk into heaven with my white robe on. Oh, won't it be a happy time when I get home? When I walk into heaven with my white robe on.
All right, we need to take a look at our weather forecast. Weather being brought to us by Highsmith Automotive, 1210 380 Bypass.
It's going to be a hot one today, boys and girls, so get ready for it. Sunny and hot, high around 100 degrees today. We're going to see those heat indexes even higher. And with the south wind up around 25 miles an hour, it's going to feel warmer out there today because the heat index will be on up there. So get ready for it. Now, things will change a little bit tonight. If we can get through today and into tonight, we'll be good. 20% chance of rain tonight, partly cloudy, low around 74. And the south winds are going to turn out of the north. Yes, the north tonight after midnight. 30% chance of rain tomorrow. We're going to see partly sunny skies, high only of 90 tomorrow with northwest winds up around 10. We're going to drop down to 67 on Friday night with a north wind up around 5. We're only going to see a high of 92 with a little bit of sun on Saturday. So looking pretty good. We're going to keep that north wind, which will keep things cool down just a little bit. Currently outside, we're looking at 82% humidity. Now, at the moment, the UV index is moderate, but it'll be high this afternoon, so make sure you have the sunscreen on if you're going to be out working this afternoon. Southeast winds at 7 miles an hour. We've seen gusts this morning up to 13 miles an hour, and we got a little bit of cloud cover out there, but not too bad. Currently outside with the the temperatures around the region, 75 at Eastland, 78 in Breckenridge, and 77 right here in Graham, Texas, USA.
Maintaining your vehicle is a smart investment. And did you ever stop to think about what you could do with the money you save by not trading your vehicle in every few years? There are family vacations, college for the kids, and of course, retirement. So even if your engine or transmission fails, there's the money-saving option of keeping your car, truck, van, or SUV running like new. Ask us about the remanufactured products from Jasper Engines and Transmissions. They're backed by a 3-year, 100,000-mile parts and labor nationwide warranty. It's a smart investment. Call Highsmith Smith Automotive today at 940-521-0294.
What's going on at Country Road Fellowship?
Well, a lot. We've got a lot of things coming up. We've got our end of the summer bash coming up pretty soon here in August. All of our kids and our teenagers, we're going to have a big day out at the church. It's going to start at 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go all day long having a good time with the kids. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be coming up pretty soon. Also, this coming Sunday, our praise band is going to be there performing and with our worship. So we're looking forward to that. A sermon is going to be about choices. That's right. So
we
choices.
can make all kinds of choices.
That's right.
Can't we?
So you should choose to serve God. So we're going to be talking about that coming up on Sunday, 10 o'clock. We would love to see you. Had a great night last night. A lot of folks. Boy, we had a lot of visitors. A lot of people last night. A full house at the church. Great dinner afterwards. Great time of fellowship. So God's really blessing. Just looking forward to see what He's going to do at the Country Road Fellowship Church right across from 1191, just past the Wildcat.
Okay. Kara B. Dixon in the studio with us. How are you this morning? I'm good. Oops, I forgot to turn your mic on. There you go.
Muted.
That's twice today. I've done that twice. I've got 3 or 4 different microphones to mix with, and they're on the same channel, and sometimes I'll forget that I haven't put one up. So my fault. I take full responsibility.
It's okay.
All right.
We've added a few things around here lately.
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cameras, and it's going really smooth. Look at that. You got your own little logo pops up for you, and it's pretty neat. We've got, we're doing those technological advances. In fact, you said Sonny Cruz made mention of the fact we'll be doing the video for the football games, and we're pretty excited about that. So if you don't feel comfortable going to the football games, that you'll be able to see them as well as hear them now for Y100 and B104.1.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. This is something new that I think is going to be the norm in a lot of areas, because I think a lot more games and a lot more things are going to be taking place until we get past all this stuff.
Yes, people are excited. I've been out visiting with some folks interested in sponsoring and getting involved, and so.
Very good. Yes, it is that time of the year. We got to start gearing up for the fall.
That's right. Can't wait.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, it's been March since we've done a ball game.
I know. Your last game wasn't the Lady Blues basketball, right?
It was a Steers basketball game.
Oh, it was the Steers. That's
Steers
right.
basketball, and so it's been a while since the end of February since we've done a ball game. So yes, bring it on.
Okay, looking forward to it. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back a little bit later this morning. We're going to have things we need to know. Did you have something else you wanted?
I got something. I don't know. Michelle might want to chime in on this, because this is something kind of crazy.
Come on in, Michelle. You can come over the middle mic.
You know, this has to do with shoes.
Shoes,
and I'm pretty sure our fine ladies here at the radio station have got an opinion about shoes. So I want to see what you guys think about this. Kentucky Fried Chicken and the Crocs company are getting together to release a new set of Crocs that are not painted but look like Kentucky Fried Chicken. They will even smell like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
No.
And it only took them 30 minutes to sell these things out. They're $59 a piece. So would you wear Crocs that look and smell like fried chicken?
Who wants their feet to smell like fried chicken?
Yeah, all you have to do is go to work there, and you get the same effect after about, 30 minutes tops?
I've had this theory that if women had a perfume that smelled like bacon, guys would be flocking to them. So I'm thinking, bacon perfume and chicken shoes, you'd have to go get a stick to run everybody off.
I don't know. Vanilla, cinnamon, pumpkin, those flavors are one thing, but chicken and bacon, I'm not so sure.
I don't know. What do you think, Michelle?
I do not want my feet to smell like chicken.
Okay.
Now, what's the most oddball shoes that you have? And are you a big shoe person? Do you have a lot of shoes?
I do have a lot of shoes. I do have a pair of Crocs, actually.
I like Crocs.
I do.
Yeah.
I wear them before basketball games after I take off my basketball shoes.
Yeah.
You know, something I noticed about Crocs is that I've been on a few cruises in my life. Crocs will float, and you can be out in the middle of the ocean, nobody around for miles, and there'll be a Croc going floating by.
I used to, when I first started going out to the lake on a regular basis, I bought those Sperry topsiders.
Oh, yeah.
Those leather kind of moccasin looking things. And then when I got introduced to the Crocs, I really like those a lot. But first off, they're more comfortable. The string doesn't get in under the tongue and get onto your leg or on your foot. And then on top of it, they're so waterproof. I mean, I know the Sperry's are waterproof, but they always dry out hard, and then you have to loosen them up and everything. But the Crocs, I thought they were the best invention ever, especially for running around.
You ever had the Croc sunburn?
Oh, where the little holes,
You got the little holes with the
gaps,
dots on the top of your head.
Yep, have that happen too.
Hi, this is Pete with your local Dish authorized retailer. Did you know we also do smart home? When you sign up for Dish right now, you'll get a Google Nest Hello video doorbell on us. Yes, you heard that right. Sign up for Dish and get a Google Nest Hello video doorbell on us. No gimmicks. Just whole home entertainment, connectivity solutions, and friendly service with a smile. Visit the movie store at 1442 4th Street or call 940-800-2445 for details about this exclusive local Dish authorized retailer offer.
Google and Google Nest Hello are trademarks of Google LLC. Some features, including mobile notifications, remote control, video streaming, and video recording, require working internet and Wi-Fi. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
Hi, this is Pastor Dwayne Barnett. Graham Church of God invites you and your family to come and worship with us. Service starts Sunday morning at 9:45 for Sunday school. Sunday worship is at 10:30 a.m. Wednesday we meet at 7 o'clock p.m. and we offer something for the whole family. We offer senior adult ministries, ladies ministries, youth and children's ministries as well. Transportation is also available for all services. No matter who you are or where you have been in life, you are always welcome to join us. Please come worship with the Graham Church of God at 1417 Remington Street, where all are welcome. Graham Church of God, a church more concerned about your future than your past.
This is Toby Riddell of De La Cruz and Riddell Attorneys at Law. We are a general practice law firm serving Young and the surrounding counties. We accept clients in most areas of law and offer a free 30-minute consultation for new cases. We're members of the Graham High School Booster Club and proudly support the Steers and Lady Blues. Drop by our new office at 408 4th Street, Suite B in Graham, 940-549-5555, or visit our website at www.grahamattorney.com.
Things sure have changed a lot over the years in the banking business, and Sierra Bank of Graham has kept up with all the latest banking technologies. Online banking at its best. You can also manage your accounts from your computer or mobile device and alerts in case your identity or account has been compromised. You get instant account information at the touch of your fingers. But if you want to talk to somebody, well, they do that too. Visit the lobby at 623 Elm or call at 549-2040. Sierra Bank, the bank of today and the future. Member FDIC.
If you look out on the field and see 12 players, but there's only 4, it's time to head to Matlock Optical at the Haley Eye Clinic on the 380 bypass. Exams, glasses, contacts, and those stylish sunglasses all in one place. Matlock Optical has years of experience to help your entire family see better, so don't miss a single play. Get to Matlock Optical at the Haley Eye Clinic on the 380 bypass or call them at 549-1621. You've got to see them to call them.
It's nice when everything is in one place, like Star Tire and Accessories. Diagnostic equipment for Ford OEMs, International, and Caterpillar. The very best Hunter alignment systems in everything from brakes to AC repair. Roadside assistance, it's at the ready if you need it. They even fix trailers, cause they always need something done. All makes and models welcome, and they carry lift and leveling kits and all the accessories to boot. It's all in one place for whatever you drive. Star Tire and Accessories, 940-549-2498.
Andy, Rick, and Tim's the Wake Up Call.
Well, what a morning, what a day when he takes me home to stay. No more sorrow, grief, or woe. Jesus said that I could go to my home beyond the starry sky.
On some happy morning, when the dead in Christ shall rise, I'll see my blessed Jesus, and with him I'll take a ride. He'll take me home to glory, to a mansion built by hand. I'll be with him forever in the happy angel band.
Well, what a morning, what a day when he takes me home to stay. No more sorrow, grief, or woe. Jesus said that I could go to my home beyond the starry sky. Some morning, when my race on earth is run, I'll fly away with Jesus to the land beyond the sun. He'll stand by me in judgment, he'll plead my case for me. I'll be with him forever throughout eternity.
I'll rise and fly. I'll fly. I'll rise and fly. Above the stormy sky, up to my home on high, and I shall never die, never die. I'll surely rise and fly. I'll fly. I'll rise and fly up high, above the stormy sky, up to my home on high, and I shall never die, never die.
What a morning, what a day when he takes me from the state. No more sorrow, grief, or woe. Jesus said that I could go.
And I shall never die, never die. And I shall never die, never die. And I shall never die. And I shall never die.
Okay, everybody, let's do a little bit of things we need to know. Rick has a big list over there. I saw him check it twice. He saw
Yes.
what was naughty and what was nice.
Well, we got a few more things to know than we
Yeah.
did yesterday.
All right.
We found out because of the pandemic that movies will play in theaters for much less time nowadays. They'll be moving to, now I like the way they put this, home video. Well, there's no video. It'll be moving to a download. But it will be moving faster. You won't see so much time between you see in theaters, and then it'll be available at your home to watch.
I thought the downtime was way too long.
Well, now they're going to shorten it to 17 days.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So basically, about 17 days after it comes out in the theater, you're going to be
You
able to
don't
see it.
remember, it was like 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
After a good movie finally stopped at the theater before you could watch it at home.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's going to be a lot shorter time. Roku is also reporting that 70% of households watched baseball in 2019 did not watch a single day of opening day. Now,
really?
What that tells me is that fans are getting sick and tired of all the junk that's going on in our professional sports.
Oh, well, the kneeling, the attitudes, the contracts.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, all this sort of stuff, you know. I mean, coming out and saying things like, I'm only going to make $7 million this year.
The entitlement.
You know, that kind of stuff. So we're starting to see a lot more fans leaving the game. Baseball pretty much lost, like Michelle's age group, they pretty much lost that group anyway. Mm-hmm. But what has happened is that more people are getting fed up with it and leaving. Smart Home Tracker finds that 40% of U.S. broadband households report using video conferencing services. That is a lot.
What's the best one? What's the one that everybody's been using? You think Zoom's the way to go? Everybody liking Zoom?
Yeah, everybody's using Zoom a lot. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune are getting ready to head back to getting episodes taped. They said that the only thing different this time, there will be no studio audience. So they'll be taping that pretty soon. This is a good sign. I like this, and I tell you what, I hope more follow this. Best Buy is joining a list of stores that will be closed on Thanksgiving. Walmart.
Well, this is up to 4 now, isn't it?
Walmart, Sam's, Target, Dick's Sporting Goods have all said now
5.
Yeah, that they are going to close on Thanksgiving Day, but they will be open on Black Friday. So we'll see what happens on that. And don't get ahead of me on this one, but 2 children playing chase at a Shanghai Museum of Glass accidentally ran into a glass and gold recreation of the Disney World castle and demolished it. It featured over 30,000 pieces that were decorated with 24-karat gold. It was valued at $68,000. Now, Tim will know for sure. I don't know how everybody else is, but I remember when I was a kid. You remember if you ever broke something at the grocery store?
Oh, yeah.
You paid for it immediately.
Absolutely.
And then you got, about beat to death over it before you got to the car.
Yeah.
Could you imagine what would happen? You and I, at our age, at that time, running into something that was $68,000 and breaking it?
My parents were pretty wise. They wouldn't have even let me go into the room.
I was going to say, who thinks it's a good idea to take your children to a museum of glass?
Yeah, the Museum of Glass.
No children allowed is what that says to me.
Yeah. Andrew, what about you? Would you still be with us?
I would not have been in the room of glass either. I mean, my mother's nickname for me for pretty much my whole life has been Bull in a China Shop. So.
Oh, Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ferdinand that guy? Wasn't Michelle Ferdinand?
Yes,
yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. What's the worst thing that you ever broke?
I've always been a pretty good child.
You have?
Yeah, I've never.
Yeah, I could see where Hank would be the one that would be the rambunctious one of the two.
Actually, I don't know which brother it was, but one brother was playing with a wooden airplane that my aunt carved for us. And he threw it, and it went into my other brother's eye.
Ooh.
Yes. And he was pretty close to actually being blind in one eye.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Really?
Ooh.
I bet you've been good. You're the good girl.
I was the good one.
All right, we're going to take a break, come back in a little bit. We'll start thinking about things that we need to wrap up and talk about. We've got guests coming in tomorrow. Need to talk about
Cars and Stars.
Yes, we'll talk about that too.
Hi, I'm Robert Jeffers, Bible teacher on Pathway to Victory. The harvest is ripe to share the good news of Jesus Christ. And through bold and practical Bible teaching, Pathway to Victory is dedicated to reaching into the darkness and division of our day and courageously shining the light of God's Word. Join me every day at noon for Pathway to Victory on positiveradio.net because your family matters.
Hi, this is Kerry Anderson, pastor of the Cowboy Church of Young County, located in Graham at 237 West Industrial Boulevard. We have a Sunday morning service from 10 to 11:30 and a Wednesday service at 7 p.m. With our outdoor amphitheater and our open arena, we're building an awesome youth department. Join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. or check out our daily Bible studies on Facebook at Cowboy Church of Young County. Welcome home.
Hi, this is Michelle Graham with today's community calendar. If you have a child aged 3 through entering 8th grade, make sure you keep them reading this summer through the Library of Graham. For every 2 hours they read, they will receive 6 book bucks to go into a drawing. The more you read, the more chances you have of winning. Go to the library to pick up your reading logs today. If you have something for the community calendar, email me info@positiveradio.net.
You know, there's more to the Pit Stop than just oil. We are a full-service lube shop for all cars, pickups, and semi-truck. We have gasoline, both on and off-road diesel, and DEF fluid available at the pump 24 hours a day. We provide state inspections for both regular and DOT-regulated vehicles. We also offer new tires and tire repairs. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday. Come by 164 Highway 380 West in Graham. Let us see how we can help you keep you and your vehicle on the road.
Take my hand, stray to you. Oh, stray to
PositiveRadio.net.
When I lose my way and I forget my name, remind me who I am. In the mirror all I see is who I don't wanna be. Remind me who I am. In the loneliest places, when I can't remember what grace is. Tell me once again who I am to you, who I am to you. Tell me lest I forget who I am to you, that I belong to you. To you. When the heart is like a stone and I'm running far from home, remind me who I am. When I can't receive your love, afraid I'll never be enough, remind me who I am. If I'm your beloved, can you help me believe it? Tell me once again who I am to you, who I am to you. Whoa. Tell me lest I forget who I am to you, that I belong to you. To you. I'm the one you love. I'm the one you love. That will be enough. I'm the one you love. Tell me once again who I am to you, who I am to you. Tell me lest I forget who I am to you, that I belong to you. Whoa. Tell me once again who I am to you, who I am to you. Tell me lest I forget who I am to you, that I belong to you. To you. To you.
Hey, we need to talk to Andy. You know, we haven't had a whole lot to say to him this morning. Andy, you know you can just take over. You're in master control. You know that.
That's true. I could. Except you see, that's the beauty of how we've worked this system. We have a checks and balances. I run the video, but you run the sound. So,
Yep.
nice checks and balances there.
Uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood.
Yes, Pastor Joe Finfrock just came in. He's going to talk a little bit about the Promise Keepers this morning.
Yes.
and make sure that everybody prepares for tomorrow evening. And so, Pastor Joe, let's take a break, and we'll come back to you in just a second. How's that sound? All right, looking forward to it.
This is Coach Paul Johnston, pastor at Friendship Baptist Church, Albany, Texas. If you're looking for a friendly, laid-back atmosphere to worship Jesus Christ, we invite you to come and attend our services. At the present time, we're doing it at 10:55 every Sunday morning. We are not doing Sunday school right now, and we're still going to live stream it on Facebook. God bless. Know that Jesus loves you.
For the perfect gift for a bridal shower or a wedding, we at Jordan Pharmacy are here to help you. You can choose a gift right from their selections. Choose the amount you want to spend. It's so easy. There's no scanning, and we will wrap your gift for you and get it delivered.
Come see us at 1332 Highway 16 South, Graham, Texas, or call us at 940-549-1011.
When things happen in life that are out of your control, it's good to have somebody stand by you, and Duncan Insurance Agency of Graham is here to help. Home, auto, life, business, events, along with classic cars and ATV insurance. Open Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Friday, 9 to 3. You can visit their location at 606 Oak Street or call 549-2504. Clients can enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing Duncan Insurance Agency is here to serve, backing the Steers and Lady Blues.
Hi, this is David Barton. Be sure to listen to Wall Builders Live on Y100.5 FM because your family matters.
Y100! Coming up on 15 minutes before 9 o'clock, and before we get out of here, Pastor Joe Finfrock from Oak Street Baptist Church. You've got your Promise Keepers event starting tomorrow evening. Let's talk about it.
Well, thank you, Tim. Yeah, we're so excited. We can really feel the momentum building, and more men are jumping on board and inviting their friends, their golfing buddies, hunting buddies, fishing buddies to come and be a part. So I don't know. We may have standing room only, or we may not, but whatever we have there, it's going to be a great time for men.
Okay, it is going to be at Oak Street in the sanctuary, and you've got tables set up, and if you want to wear your mask, you can bring a mask, however it's comfortable for you.
Sure, it's kind of it's kind of the dinner theater type deal. We've got a big screen, and so we'll probably have the speakers and the musicians, worship leaders on the big screen. Guys can sit around a table with about 5 other guys, and we'll have a great meal on Friday night, and then Saturday morning, big breakfast. We know men. We know what brings men to things, and it's going to be great food.
That's why Baptists have casseroles.
We found there's very few things we can do and get away with as Baptists, but good food, good fellowship, good fun, and I just really, we talked about the lineup of speakers. It just really is a powerful lineup, and we think.
Do you remember offhand who's all going to be there for the simulcast?
Well, Bob Goff,
right?
And he's written a book, Everybody Always. I'm telling you, next to the Bible, it's probably the most impactful book I've ever read. And just a great man of God. Tony Evans, he's like everybody's favorite, know. So Tony Evans will be there, and then Mark Batterson, who went and started a church in Washington D.C. and it's been phenomenal. They've got multi-sites all over Washington D.C. where the action is where their church is, and they're reaching a lot of people there. So that's the 3 that come to my mind.
Okay, and then the food will start at 5 o'clock tomorrow evening.
Very good.
6 o'clock, the actual simulcast will begin.
Yes.
Should run till about 9.
6 to 9,
all right.
Exactly. Give guys a chance to go home, put the kids in bed, and get a good night's sleep.
Okay, and then Saturday morning, the breakfast is at 8 o'clock, correct?
7:30.
Oh, then I'm off on that. Okay, 7:30.
Just a touch off. 7:30 to 8:30 is breakfast. Give the guys a little milling time, get settled in. Then from 9 to 12, more Promise Keepers.
Okay, we're looking forward to it. Now, if you do want to go, because there is, isn't it Daddy Bob's doing the catering for this on the Friday?
Yeah, on
you
Friday
need to make sure you sign up because, you can come at the door. Chris said they'll welcome you in, but it'd be nice to have a head count before.
It really would. I mean, the biggest stressor on Willie Perkins right now is how much food to get. Are we going to have 50 guys or 150 guys, and well, who cares? We don't care, except when it comes time to feed them. We want to be sure and have plenty without just buying a bunch of food that's never going to get eaten. We try to really be good stewards around our church about everything, and that's so. Guys, you can do us a couple favors. One is to call in or go online and sign up, and there is a fee of $25. Again, the reason we're doing that is because what men invest in, they listen to, they learn. If it costs you nothing, most of the times you get nothing out of it. But then the second thing that we're asking guys to do is bring somebody and invest in somebody else. I'm investing in my marriage, my family, my soul by going, but I'm also having the privilege of inviting a couple other guys to come, and they said they'd come, and I says, I want to pay your way because I want to invest in your life and make a difference for you. My difference is just to pay the entry fee.
Right.
But when they get there and hear God's word and God's truth, who knows, Tim? Who knows what happens when one man's heart gets changed? I mean, that's one man, that's one marriage, that's one family.
By the way, the fee for the food for both days and the simulcast only $25. So
that's nothing. It's what people would spend anyway. Plus, you get all the blessings of it. So, yes, I was excited. I think I'm more excited, Pastor Rick.
Sunday we had made our announcement to the church to let everybody know this was going on and how to get involved and things. And what was funny is after church, I had a few of our ladies come up saying, thank you for announcing that because my husband is looking forward to this. So I know there's a lot of interest out there, and it's not affecting just the guys. It's affecting their whole families.
Yes,
That's exciting.
Yeah,
very
thank
exciting.
you, Kirby. One of the biggest statements that a man can make is, hey, God's important to me enough to take part of my weekend and enough to go and learn so I can come home and be a better husband, a better dad. And I mean, just if you think kids and wives don't notice that, you're wrong. They get it when they see us moving towards God in any way.
All right, starts tomorrow night. 5 o'clock for the meal, 6 o'clock for the simulcast. Oak Street Baptist Church, it's in the sanctuary, and they're going to have the table set up, so it's kind of where you can write, make notes. It's almost in a teaching environment, and that's the best place.
It really is. Well, it's the best case scenario. You've got guys around the table, and we'll have some material for them to write, take some notes. But again, it's in that circle table where they can sit around, look across the table, see some other man, and it's just there's a lot of dynamics here that could really make a difference in men's lives.
All right. What's the phone number at the church if somebody needs more information? Did I put you on the spot?
We are the last people on the planet to still have a landline. So here we go. See if I remember it.
All right.
549-3313.
There you go. After how many years? 25 years?
Yeah, almost 25. I've got the phone number, 549-3313.
Very good. Yes, we have the landline too because in this day and time, we have to have a hard wire for the football games.
Hey, I saw the front page of the paper.
Oh, did you see that?
The radio station investing in our community, putting a tower down at...
well, we're just putting an antenna at the Sheriff's Department tower because we learned a lot during that tornado.
Did we?
Rick and I were here in the middle of it, and we couldn't communicate other than online. And that's how we were communicating with Facebook and with our online stream. We found out that people need to be able to listen. So that was a nice article.
Concern that next morning as we went around to homes and people that had been devastated, and people that missed, dodged the bullet, but they're like, we didn't know, we didn't get the warning. So what an investment in our community. Thank you, Tim.
Absolutely,
man. Thank you, radio station, and thank you guys. Man, this is the A team. You guys are just hitting on all 8 cylinders.
I do want to say something. You of course. Oak Street Baptist Church, account number 0001.
Oh, yeah.
Our advertisers are the ones that are making this radio station. And Caribbean works extremely hard, making the rounds, making sure people are part of the station. Not only do we want their business to grow, but they're also putting back into the community because that's what broadcasting is supposed to be, as a service.
There's some things in life, they're just those downward cycles, and there are those other things that just feed on themselves that move upwards. And for Caribbean to be out there making calls and encouraging encouraging people and hearing our neighbors' businesses and what is available in our beautiful community and the churches. Rick pounds that drum a lot because, hey, get up, go to church. All these things, they all are pieces of the puzzle. They all work together to make Graham a great community. And we love it here. We feel like God blessed us, and I think all young stays that say the same and bringing us to this beautiful community, and we can make it better.
All right. Thank you very much, Pastor.
Thanks, Tim.
Pastor Joe Finfrock from Oak Street Baptist Church on Y100 and B104.
Before I bring my need, I will bring my heart. Before I lift my cares, I will lift my arms. I want to know you, I want to find you in every season and every moment. Before I bring my need, I will bring my heart and seek you. Speak a word, let me hear your voice. And in the midst of pain, let me feel your joy. Ooh, I wanna know you, I wanna find you in every season and every moment. Before I speak a word, I will bring my heart and seek you. And my reward, let nothing ever come before. You are my treasure and my reward. Let nothing ever come before. I seek you.
Well, it's time to wrap things up again. I really appreciate Michelle Graham coming in and helping out as always. Caribbean, she's ready to get with it. We got a lot of paperwork to do today. It's the end of the month, the closing.
It is.
Yeah, and notice I have a TV behind me that we were trying to figure out why it wasn't on this morning.
And now we know.
And now we know.
Isn't
It was
Yeah.
messing up.
Tomorrow, we're going to have the guys from Cars and Stars on.
Oh, well, you are?
Yeah,
Okay,
that
great.
crew and the team from Lake Country Homes.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything in your world?
today is Fat Check Day.
That's right.
I got to go for my weigh-in and see how things are going. We're hoping we did better than last week.
Okay.
So we'll see.
All right. It's a work in progress.
Yes,
you know
sir.
that.
Is it ever?
All right. Same here. End of the month closing, getting all the bills ready to go out. And then, of course, Andy's back in master control. Andy, you going to close us out on this?
Yes,
Mandy.
sir. All right. Go out and do something nice for someone today.
Okay.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails.